Last year, I upgraded my camera setup from the Lumix G7 to the brand new Panasonic Lumix S5 Mark II X. And in this video, I'll share 3 reasons why I made the jump and how it leveled up my whole recording experience. If you're looking for a more technical overview of the camera, I'll drop a couple of links in the description to YouTube videos I watched before making my purchase. Hey there, this is Ivan from the future, and I just wanted to take a minute to tell you that in this video, I talk all about the S5 II X, but I don't mention the S5 II at all. And it's important for you to know that if you're considering a new camera, either the 2 or the 2X, the 3 reasons that caused me to buy are the same. Both cameras are capable of doing what I talked about. In a few minutes, I'll come back and I'll talk about how they're different from one another. But rest assured that if the 3 reasons that I'm talking about make sense to you, then either the S5 II or the S5 IIX could be the camera that you're looking for. So let's dive in. My previous camera was the Panasonic Lumix G7, which is a 4K Micro Four Thirds camera. That's the camera that launched this channel. Back then, I used it with the 14 to 42 millimeter kit lens. It served me well. And once I learned how to use it, I was able to get some decent quality videos. However, it suffered from a couple of flaws that the S5 IIX solves without even trying hard. This is the Panasonic Lumix S5 Mark II X. It features a full-frame sensor, which is an upgrade compared to the Micro Four Thirds sensor in the G7. As you know, a larger sensor size delivers better low-light performance, dynamic range, and overall image quality. But that's not why I upgraded. The first reason I picked the S5 IIX was because of its phase detection autofocus, which is superior in every respect to what the G7 can do. Take a look at this video of me on the G7. Notice how as I move closer and farther away from the camera, that the autofocus takes a moment to catch up. At 1080p, the autofocus is almost okay. However, in 4K recording mode, the autofocus is unusable on the G7. Now look at this video from the S5 IIX. Notice how as I move, the autofocus is locked on. The face and eye detection is really good. As someone who records most of my videos by myself, autofocus is critical for me. The second reason I picked this camera was because of its 6K sensor and its ability to record in OpenGate using a 3:2 aspect ratio. You can crop the image in post to either 16:9, like on a standard YouTube video, or into 9:16, a vertical video, which is the aspect ratio that YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels use. You can effectively record one video and repurpose that content to be used across a variety of platforms and aspect ratios. The third reason I picked this camera was because of its ability to record and also send an image to an external monitor at the same time. On the G7, when you connect an external display and start recording on the camera, you can see a message on the monitor that lets you know, now recording video. The external monitor stops showing you anything. On the S5 IIX, it just works. As you probably know, using a larger monitor rather than the camera's built-in screen can make it easier to see that the frame is set right and that your image is in focus. There are a ton of other reasons that the Lumix S5 IIX was a good move for me. However, these 3 things are what made me buy. Overall, the Lumix S5 IIX has exceeded my expectations in every respect. Its 6K full-frame sensor, video capabilities, autofocus, and build quality are all great. It's a pro camera that I'll grow into over the next few years. So what's the difference between the S5 II and the S5 IIX? I'll show you the price for the S5 II here and the price for the S5 IIX here. Aside from the few $100 difference, the S5 IIX comes with a few more video recording modes, an ability to record to SSD externally, and the ability to do some live streaming. So for me, it seemed like a good idea to invest now and possibly grow into those things later on. However, depending on what your setup is, you may find that the S5 II is all the camera that you need. What camera are you thinking about buying? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.